Hello everyone, this is Xephyr here, and welcome back to Monster Hunter World Iceborne on PC. I did quite a bit of grinding off camera. Nothing in Master Rank. It was actually all low rank quests. I was doing the Hunter Helper stuff to get the penance for it, and oh my goodness, it took so long. But it was worth it. I actually have a pennant now that I don't even have on PS4, and I'm well in, like, I'm at hours and hours and hours into endgame on PS4, and I do not have this pennant, but I got it last night on PC because I figured best to do it now while the game is fresh. So why don't we go ahead and see that first, the fruits of my labor. Alright, so we have our first penance. Try customizing the appearance of your weapon. All weapons can be equipped with pennants to customize their appearance. Pennants can be created at the smithy by selecting Forge Equipment Pennants. You can also obtain them in various ways. To equip pennants on your weapon, open your item box and go to pennant settings. No better way to tell your weapon I love you than by sticking decorations on it. Note, pennants have no actual function in combat. Yep, they're just decoration. Alright, so we'll just look at the weapon we're using now, which is here. Alright, so we have 3 pennants that I got. The first is the Bronze Guild Medal. This one is obtained by doing 10 Hunter Helper quests. And so how the Hunter Helper works is, if you are a Master Rank Hunter, it doesn't matter what rank you are, you can be Master Rank 1, and you help by doing a quest for a leader, the person who posted the quest, that is not in Master Rank, so their Master Rank has to be 0. When you complete the quest, you will get extra rewards. And it'll say, like when you're hovering over it, the reason you got it, it'll say is low rank Hunter Helper reward. And it's usually things like silver eggs or silver Wyverian prints. I think high rank it's golden eggs and gold Wyverian prints. And then sometimes you'll get hard armor spheres. You have to do 10 quests with those requirements. So basically, once you're in Master Rank, you have to you can either answer SOS or go to a room that has people running quests that are in not Master Rank. So as you just have to do it 10 times, help people that are Master Rank 0, and you will get this one. To get the Silver Guild Medal, you keep doing that. And I think it's another... It was somewhere between like 15 and 20 more quests past the first 10 to get the Silver Guild Medal. And because of how long it took, and I was unsure of how many times it took, I actually counted for the last one, which is the Gold Guild Medal. And that took me another 20 quests after I got the Silver Guild Medal. So it was a lot. It was hours of just doing low rank SOS. I did a couple of high rank and then realized that is just a waste of time because they take longer. The low rank ones, some of them, like if you are lucky enough to find people doing Kestodon Kerfuffle, that quest only takes like 3 minutes. So that doing low rank is just the most efficient way. Took forever, but I got them, which is nice. These are the only 3 medals you get for doing Hunter Helper stuff. So once you have these 3, if you don't ever want to do a low rank or high rank SOS ever again, you don't have to. So we'll go ahead and throw that on our weapon. And I just got a... Oh, it does pop up on the screen for you. Cool. So yeah, just got another achievement there. Or trophy, I'm sorry. I call them trophies because I play on PS4 when I'm not on PC. So for me, they're trophies. Got another trophy, which actually, when you get your Bronze Guild Medal, you get a trophy. So let's show that off real quick. Oh, I never did show... Oh yeah, I did. Never mind. Yes, I did. But let's clear these. Whatever. Alright, so here's the Iceborne one. We've got quite a few already. So the one we got for the guild, the Bronze Guild Medal is 8 a low rank or high rank hunter on 10 quests as a Master Rank Hunter. And, so the reason that I was mentioning that it's important to do this early on in the game is because, I figure once the game's been out for a while, there won't really be anyone who doesn't have Master Rank, unless they're running a second character or something. So it's best to do it now while it's easy to find SOS flares and such for those quests. Because if you do a low rank quest, but the person who's hosting the quest is master rank, it doesn't count. It's not just doing low rank quests for people. They have to have a master rank of 0. So it's just best to do it when the game just came out. And then this is the other one we just got, which is equip your first pennant. Yay. We won't worry about looking at the other ones right now because I do want to actually get into hunting. Let's make sure that we have materials and stuff, so I guess I should grab that. We won't need hot drinks right now either because we are not going to the Hoarfrost Reach. As the serious handler said, we are investigating the new subspecies. And I know one of them is the Paolumu. Oh yeah, the other one's the Puke Puke, isn't it? So, yeah, let's just go ahead and move on with those. So, no time for naps. Target, Nightshade, Paolumu. Reports indicate that first contact resulted in extreme drowsiness. That's where the report ends. Let's get to it. Partner, excited to see what you can do. The other one is play both ends. Target, Coral, Puke Puke. Reports indicate that first contact was greeted with blasts of water. That's where the report ends. Let's get to it, partner. Excited to see what you can do. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll start with the... let's just clear those out. We'll start with the No Time for Naps, the Nightshade Paolumu. It's in the Wildspire Waste. I gotta burn through these lucky vouchers too, so... because it's the Nightshade Paolumu, we're going to actually change what mantles we're using. We want the immunity mantle. And actually, I'm not going to lie, one of my favorite parts of Iceborne is the fact that it actually made our a lot more of our mantles useful again. And that's pretty cool. Oh, wait, I don't want to eat food here. I want to see the Serious Handler's video when we have her cook us food at camp. And then also, I just noticed that Shadow has something to tell us, which we do have some other exclamations to do after this quest that I just remembered, but we'll do the quest first. Oh, right, that nice tail raider from before taught me the trick to doing meowster calls. And get this, when you call a meowster, they'll let you hop on their back and hitch a ride. Here, I'll teach you how. Alright, Raider Ride. You can now ride Tail Raider monsters with your Palico. Select Raider Ride Call from the item bar to summon the monster, then press circle while next to it to get on. Open the wildlife map and press R3 to set a destination, and your Tail Raider monster will automatically take you there. For instance, you can drop a pin on a large monster with R3, and your Tail Raider monster will automatically start tracking it. This allows you to prepare for the hunt while on the move. While riding a monster, you can still gather materials, use your items in Slinger, and open the wildlife map as usual. But there are some new actions to keep in mind. Open the wildlife map and press R3 to set destination. While running, walk. Handy for gathering materials. While walking, run! Dismount monster while performing a draw attack. You cannot control the monster directly. If you don't set a destination, the monster will follow tracks. You can check the controls at the top right of the screen. One sec, I've got a message, so I'm going to check it real quick. L3 just toggles run and walk, huh? Right. You can check on the status of your rideable Tail Raider monster by going to the Info tab in the Start menu, opening Palico Info, and pressing L2, R2 a number of times until you get to the Raider Ride Info. Monsters grow tired if you ride them too much. If the monster is resting, you won't be able to call it during that quest or expedition, so you'll have to wait for it to recover. Once you call a monster, you can ride it as much as you want for the duration of that quest. If the monster is busy, it's temporarily unavailable. Some areas, like camps, won't allow you to call monsters. Each region has its own unique Tail Raider monster. Alright, so this game gave us access to the Jagras, the Kestodon male, Shamos, Gyros, and Gastodon. Now, I don't know what Tail Raider he was talking about, because I don't think we've had a Tail Raider join us on a quest yet, but I assume it's just something they added, and he's just talking about any Tail Raider he's ever been with, and it's just because we immediately get access to the skill. But it was weird that they worded it that way. Now, the reason Shadow wasn't with me is because I didn't want to level up too much of his stuff while I was grinding out quests, so I just put him on standby for the time being, because I don't want you guys to have to miss anything. Though I know the reason I know that there's some question marks we have to do is because I did accidentally see some things while off camera, but it was nothing important. It was just like little things that popped up on the screen that said we had access to stuff, and the question marks will cover what it is we have access to. Alright, so let's go.
Commencing the Nightshade Paolumu investigation now. The 5th Fleet's A-list hunter will take point while I keep record. The field team has already gathered tracks. Let's follow the scout flies.
Start by eating food. Alright. Not a lot of good options here. Alright, so not much difference there. She does seem a bit concerned that her food won't be that great. But it was. So, very cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and try out this Raider ride if we can. Which we can't, I guess. Really? Right away we can't... Oh, I don't remember what status I have to go to for this. Is it like Palico status or something? Oh, no, that's right around at the bottom. Palico info, there we are. Currently not available, it's busy. Okay, that's some crap. That is some crap indeed, but alright, that's fine. We'll just follow the tracks. I was hoping to show that off. I don't really use it a lot, honestly. I probably should use it more. Oh! Oh! You know what? I'm going to do this now because I just thought of it. There is one other thing that I did get while grinding out low-rank quests. I found a great-sized golden fry fish. It was complete just luck. I was just like, I should go check the water pond while I'm here waiting for the quest to end. And I happened to run into a golden fry. It was just, like, I don't know if it was intuition, but it was just crazy luck.
Back with us? That's a relief. Let's continue the hunt.
Okay. So that's our first introduction to the Nightshade Paolumu. Will put us to sleep. So that's the reason we brought the immunity mantle, is because it has access to sleep gas. And nothing's worse than repeatedly being put to sleep. Because when you're asleep and get hit, you take extra damage, which can really, 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 really hurt. Right. Oh, I can get my Raider ride now. Awesome. And we got an achievement for our first ride. And away we go. Go. Subspecies to Paolumo. It put the bear off to sleep. That's awesome. Ah! The Coral Sonic Gong. So, I don't remember if we've seen that and talked about it or not, but that is a new form of the Coral Orchestra Palico gadget. Once you hit a level above 10, your Palico can use the gong. And it has a couple of different effects. I believe one of them is it acts like a sonic bomb. But it also can do other little buffs and stuff, much like the rest of the Coral Orchestra. Oops, I didn't realize it was attacking. I gotta get more focused. We're master rank now, we can't be making no mistakes like that. So you will notice the Nightshade Paolumo does have different... Oh, come on, wall, really? It does have different attack patterns and kind of attack styles than normal Paolumo. So it is different, much as I've said, part of why I like subspecies don't mind them is they are different. Their attacks are different, their patterns are different. Alright, this is where we want our immunity mantle. Now it doesn't shoot out wind, it shoots out sleep gas. The immunity mantle will make us straight up immune while it's active to going to sleep. Nice. Alright, fell out of the air, which is helpful. Oh wow, I knocked it out of the air again. Alright, parts tenderized. I don't do that very often just because it takes too much time with having to do it twice, but if I can do it, it is good. That's something I should discuss at some point, is the changes to some skills. I don't think I ever did. The reason I thought of that is the fact that weakness exploit is different now. They adjusted it to work with the weakening monster parts system. Probably discuss that at some point. Not what I wanted to latch on to. That's what it is. Sharp enough. So things are going pretty smooth so far. I I have noticed a lot of things in Master Rank that people struggle with isn't because that things are necessarily too unbelievably difficult. It's more that people don't prepare properly. Master Rank is... part of what makes it so good to me is the fact that things can go either smooth or not smooth depending on skill, of course, but also people who maybe aren't as skilled. Like, I'm not the best Monster Hunter by any means. But part of what can make me far more successful or even just as successful as people who are very skilled is by bringing the right, skills with me to quests. So I know a lot of people like to think that just go DPS, 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 DPS. That only works if you are literally good enough to dodge every attack while also keeping immensely aggressive. That's not me, and I don't really enjoy that. Even like when I do get on a roll and I'm having an easy time with things, I really don't enjoy that because all it takes is one mistake and you can be completely screwed. Especially Master Rank where enemies can combo you very easily. But if you bring the right skills and the right tools, things become a lot more manageable. And you won't kill as fast as a speedrunner in straight DPS, but you will kill faster than someone who is as skilled as you and didn't bring those utility skills and faints once or twice or whatever. Because you hopefully won't faint because you have the right skills to deal with it. So, like for Nightshade Paluma, it's a pain if you constantly put you to sleep. So, you have a couple of options. You could bring the Immunity Mantle to negate the sleep while the Immunity Mantle's up, or you could bring the Sleep skill that makes you immune to sleep. There's options. That's what I like about Master Rank. It's just that it really makes more and more of the different options in the game more useful. Because in base world, things, and this is true to pretty much any Monster Hunter that is not its ultimate version. A lot of skills aren't super useful because you don't need them. Things aren't difficult enough to need to build sets to deal with particular functions of different monsters. But once you get into Master Rank or G Rank in old games, you do. Again, maybe not if you're an absolute pro at Monster Hunter, but if you're just an average player like me, utility skills can completely change how a quest plays out, and I absolutely love that. They put all those skills in the game for a reason, and I enjoy feeling that I should be using them. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not really yet, because I'm still using my high rank set, but we're not very far into Master Rank yet. You wait. And even if you don't have that much trouble, utility skills can make you feel a lot more comfortable that you're not going to have one screw up and then immediately faint. That's one of the other nice things. Is it gives you a buffer. That's why I like them. If I'm not confident about fighting a monster, I can throw on utility skills instead of straight DPS, and I'll feel a lot more comfortable. It'll be easier to learn the monster so that the next time maybe I can use straight DPS. I don't know, this is my feeling about it. The game is built to allow so many different playstyles to be successful. I love it. I know like I said, there are a lot of people out there who will just say, oh no, you're doing it wrong if you're not going straight DPS, but I completely disagree with that. If you want to go straight DPS, go straight DPS. If you want to go utility skills, you go utility skills, and don't feel bad about it, because there's nothing wrong with it. It's probably, honestly, the smart thing to do if you're not MLG Pro. Just because you don't want to fail the quest because you decided to use the meta damage armor set and you're not good enough to fight the monster without some kind of defensive capability. obviously we're going to cap it because we haven't capped one before. Alright, we got to wait for it to go to sleep. One of the things they added in Iceborne is monsters won't go to sleep if you're there. You can no longer just sit there and at their nest and watch them go to sleep. If you're in their nest, they're not going to bed. They're going to start attacking you again. And the reason I said oops, I don't know if you were able to hear it, but I accidentally hit the pen that's next to me that I used to take notes. Boom. Nightshade Paolumu completes.
Data compiled. Let's return to Astera and prepare for the next investigation.
So the next one's going to be the Coral Puke Puke. Anything special here? I don't think so. Screamer sacks are nice, though. We never really got a lot of those, and they're used to make Sonic Pods. Just a standard Wyvern gem. Unfortunate. Alright, is this good? Guardian and Attack Jewel. Nothing we need, but it's probably pretty good for Lance or Gun Lance. Master rank 5. Oh wow, we got a lot of stuff here. Wow. So we got a new arena quest was added. New decor is now available for your room. A new cutscene has been added to the gallery, and then the usual stuff. So that's pretty cool.
One subspecies left to investigate. Just leave records and analysis to me.
Alright, so let's do a few things here. First off, let's see what bounties we've completed. It's probably the limited bounties that I completed last night. That's what I had assumed.
Splendid.
A shipwreck was found in Hoarfrost Reach. I just heard the report. As soon as the ladies have completed their preliminary investigation, we plan to send the research team in. Alright, my Sapphire Stars, let's see those results. Alright, Brute Wyvern. Flying Wyvern. Yeah, these are my limited bounties. Tempered Monster Hunt. Yeah. So, these are what I completed last night while running for these pennants. Hunt 1 Brute Wyvern, 2 Flying Wyvern, and 2 Tempered Monsters. Easy enough. So I got through those. We still have to do 2 Bird Wyvern in Master Rank, and I don't know what this is yet. But we have plenty of time to do it, so not a big deal. Already finding subspecies. Yes, great, just wonderful. Yes, let us look at your progress. Alright, so lots of stuff that we've got research for. Baroth, Legiana, Beatotus, and Boundburrow. Hadn't turned those in for a while. Let's check on our... Your partner was always the first one to say we've earned a little break. I do miss her. I also miss breaks. Here for a visit, my shining star? Alright, so we do need to fertilize. Let's see how we're doing on the harvest. We have so much honey. Alright, so yeah, all that's fine. We'll be able to stop honey soon. It's pretty crazy. Alright, what I want to do is we have some exclamation points to check on at the research base. So let's head up there and do those real quick.
One subspecies left to investigate. Just leave records and analysis to me.
Alright, so they added some things to the research base so that if people are at this point in the game, or if they just like working out of the research base, they can still do everything. So here's a smithy vendor.
What's up?
What's up? I came over as hired muscle to watch the field team leader 6, but these days I'm a runner for the smithy. I heard it was just big brain types out here. The place isn't really kitted out for crafting, especially the whole fire part. So they got me running orders back to the smithy in Astera. You need anything? I'll grab it for you. Seriously, whatever you want, just hit me up. So, you need something? Sorry, I shouldn't have done that voice, but his voice is just so... Oh, God. So, I'm sure my replication was terrible, but I felt like doing it anyway. So, we can now access smithy stuff from the research base. So that's one thing. come up here. The Third Fleet Resources.
Oi.
Oi, what do you want? Oh, sorry about that. I thought you were that loudmouth smithy vendor kid coming up here to annoy me again. See, he annoys this guy too. Anyway, welcome to the finest resource center around. Well, I guess it's the only resource center around here. But none of that matters. Let's get to business, aye? Care to have a look? So now you can do bounties and investigation stuff from the research base. So they just added that stuff so that when people are, like I said, at this part of the game, or if they like operating out of the research base, because it does look cool and has good music, they can do that from here. So let's head back to Astera here. And actually, let's check out what the Nightshade Paolumo armor looks like before we go and take on the next quest. And I think that covers everything that I wanted to show you that
One subspecies left to investigate. Just leave records and analysis to me.
I think that's everything I wanted to show you that I ran into while grinding out low-rank quests. The part in the so I said you missed something. When I landed in the research base, it just said that the smithy was now available and the resource center was now available. That was all. Nothing special. But it did make me feel bad that you didn't get to see those little messages. But, obviously I went to the exclamation points for you. I at least saved that part. Alright, young smithy.
No problem.
Ah, didn't realize you were back. Just say the word and we'll get to work. So, need something made? Alright, so let's take a look at Master rank. Oh yeah, so this is also armor that you can get. So when we were doing the Steamworks, we got those Steam tickets. You can make armor from that. Here's the alpha. Here's the beta. Not too much different. This is actually one where I like the beta better because the armor itself doesn't look any different, but you don't get that fake hair that the alpha gives you, so that's nice. I guess I never really mentioned the difference between the alpha and the beta, at least not in depth. So alpha sets generally have, well, they always have more skills innately built into them. So you can see here the alpha has, agitator and part breaker, whereas the beta has only one level of agitator instead of two, and part breaker. However, the difference is the alpha has 2 level 1 slots, whereas the beta has a level 4 and a level 1. And a level 4 slot can have 2 levels worth of skills, so either 2 skills at level 1 or 1 skill at level 2, which makes it equal out to the alpha, except the beta has more flexibility because you're in charge of one of you're in charge of one of the skills that you're not in charge of on the alpha. So like the alpha, you can have 2 level 1 decorations. So you're going to have agitator level 2, part breaker 1, and then 2 level 1 decorations. Whereas with the beta, you're going to have agitator level 1, part breaker level 1, and then a level 1 decoration, and the level 4 can be anything, obviously the 2 decorations can always be anything you want, but instead of getting a second level of agitator, in case you don't want that, which, agitator's a good skill, so you might want that, but if that's not what you're looking for, you have more flexibility to get the skills you want from the level 4 decorations. So that's the difference between alpha and beta. The beta is going to have less built-in skills, but it's going to have level 4 decorations, whereas the alpha is not going to have level 4 decorations, but it's going to have more built-in skills. So that's the difference. So the Nightshade Paolumo, here's what it looks like. It actually looks really cool. I really like this design, and the alpha and the beta look the exact same, except for a little color swap. The beta uses my custom color instead of the alpha's default. But it looks really cool. I actually really like the look of this armor. Let's see if the skills are any good on it. So weakness, exploit, wide range, maximum might, sleep attack, sleep resistance. So no, the skills aren't very good. Lots of level 4 slots because there's at least 1 on each piece of the beta. But unfortunately, the skills themselves built into it, other than the weakness exploit on the helmet, are not that great. Okay, so I think I explained the alpha and the beta well enough. Just think of it this way. The Master Rank Beta has level 4 slots. That's basically what it comes down to. less built-in skills, but level 4 slots. So alpha is straight up the straight up set. The beta is the set but more flexible. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not gonna explain it anymore. You saw. I'm sure you get it. That's all I'm gonna go into there. I don't know what else to say about it. So next, we need to take on the Coral Puke. And this is in the Coral Highlands. Sorry, I didn't mean to like go off on our little rant there about the alpha and beta. It's just I like to be able to. I like to know that I explained things thoroughly for all of you. I feel bad if I feel like, you know, because I'm creating content here, so I feel bad if, you know, I'm supposed to explain something and all I end up doing is confusing things further. So I always second guess whether my explanation makes sense or not. Let's see if this is any different. I don't think it is. Alright, it's not any different. But yeah, so I just like to make sure that if I'm going to be creating content, the explanations and stuff that I'm showing are just thoroughly explained so that you understand. But half the time, I think I just make it more complicated. Now that I think about it, it's really the alpha and beta and master rank aren't any different from alpha and beta in high rank, except that instead of more slots, it's level 4 slots.
Commencing the Coral Puke investigation now. The 5th Fleet's A-list hunter will take point, while I keep record. The field team has already gathered tracks. Let's follow the scout flies.
Alright, so Coral Puke. Oh look, a dapper coral bird. Why don't we pick it up while we're here? Because why not, you know? Oh no, I missed! No! Oh, that makes me sad. It looked like I was aiming at it, but somehow it just completely missed. That's depressing. I'm so... Oh, that's the worst. Okay, whatever. Whatever, I guess. I'm moving on. But that really makes me sad. I was like, oh, look, a dapper coral bird. What are the chances that it would just be here when we arrive? Like, I've only ever caught one because I was never really paying attention. Now that I am. Look, another one. And what do I do? What do I do, everyone? I completely miss the catch. That's so sad. Oh well, whatever. Alright, so let's go hunt down this Coral Puke. There's, of course, a Tsitsi-Yuku. We're going to ignore that, because that's not our target.
What's riling them up is connected to the issue with the Legiana?
Alright, so, Coral Puke, as you can see, instead of poison, is water, which is pretty cool. Honestly, I think it makes it a lot more dangerous, because it does, you know, straight elemental damage instead of potentially poisoning you. Oh shit, I forgot to do that. Oh crap. I don't like getting hit because of the stupid flash that it decides to do. because there's another monster. That's alright. I also forgot to change my mantle. I mean, the waterproof mantle is good for the Coral Puke because it's got a water element to it now, but it's not necessarily super helpful. Ah! I thought it staggered. There we go. Work on this big old tail. More kind of watery splash attacks. Oh! I thought he was going to shoot the other direction a bit first, but I guess not. It's alright. And my claw attack missed. That sucks. There, you might have kind of missed it. It's sometimes tough to see. But when it just shoots a spray of water out in front of it, it'll, if it's enraged, it'll use its tongue to split the stream into like a V shape, so that it hits in two directions at once. It's really cool, but also very annoying. Oh, shoot. Went slower than I thought. That sucks. Alright. I'll throw on the temple. Of course it would. After that, Puke. Oh, I'm so upset about that dapper coral bird. I'm so upset, because I saw it, and I was like, yeah! And I totally thought I was aiming at it, but clearly I wasn't. So that's just a critical fail right there on my part. Oh, shoot. I thought I had ammo. I do not. I don't think I'm going to be able to... Yeah, I thought so. Rage fast enough to around. Guess we're bombing it. Why not? tails off. So far, so good. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. Wrong button. Alright, we're gonna let it go lay down because we want to cap it. Oh, I keep throwing this pen around on accident. My desk is clearly overrun with things. Alright. Gotta wait for it to land and rest. I think it rests there, so it's gonna be a second. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Let's go capture this guy. I used my train ponds too fast for the way the pitfall trap
Data
works.
compiled and mission complete. I'm beginning to believe there is some connection to these subspecies in the Legiana.
Alright. Aside from my inability to capture endemic life, that quest went pretty smoothly. Alright, nothing really special here, but we did get lots of coral puke stuff. Ooh, a Sleep Jewel Plus. That gives 2 levels of the sleep skill. Master rank 6. New decor is available in our room, and a new cutscene's been added to the gallery. And our choral orchestra is almost maxed out.
Good work out there.
Nice work on those subspecies. You work fast. Now it's our turn to analyze what you found. Anyway,
Splendid job.
looks like this chapter of our investigation is over. We have you to thank for that. But that doesn't mean you get to sit around with your feet up. We received word from Celiana that they've had a series of Barioth sightings in the Hoarfrost Reach. That got your attention. Anyway, rest up, then head over once you're ready. Ah, Barioth.
I'm just glad to be of help. Shall we return to Celiana?
Alright, so we're going to do a couple of things here. First off, let's go do this Tail Raider stuff. Should I show you the training area, Master? No. Because I keep forgetting to pick this stuff up. How are you, Meowster? I trust you aren't hurt. Alright, deploy Tail Raider. Do we have any A-lister? Yes. Okay. So, do we have anything that seems worthwhile? Ooh, Geratodus could be nice, because we don't really want to have to ever fight one. Legiana and Coral Puke. Ooh. Even less I want to fight those, so we'll go with that. Alright. So the last thing that I want to do is we need to go find the camps.
I'm just glad to be of help.
In the Hoarfrost
Shall we return
Reach.
to Celiana?
I don't know if we can get to all of them yet. But if we can, at least get to one of them, I would like to. So, let's see what we can do. So we're just going to go up there for a moment. This is the last thing we're going to do in this video. And we're just going to try and get the camps for Hoarfrost Reach. I don't think we'll be able to get all of them. I think some of this is still blocked off. And I know we still need to come out here and hunt a monster for the boa. But yeah, see, the boa are only interested in skillful hunters. The boa are looking at us, Meowster. They must be impressed by your skills. Yeah, but so what that is the boa. Remember, the Linian researcher told us he wanted us to hunt a large monster in the Hoarfrost Reach so that we could make contact with a Linian tribe. That's the boa. I don't remember if they gave us the name, so I guess a little bit of a spoiler there, but that's the name of the Linian tribe that's in the Hoarfrost Reach. Maybe we'll do that in the next video. I'm not sure yet. But we're just not, we don't have time to do it in this video, so we're not going to.
I think we could build the camp here. Let's ask the head honchos.
Oh, that disappoints me so much. You're not with us, Handler. How could you possibly tell us that? No, that's just me teasing a little bit. Capcom did a very good job of making scenes for the Serious Handler and giving her dialogue when she's in your team. Okay, yeah, we can't get to other camps because that's blocked off. I think that's blocked off, or do I climb that? No, I think that's blocked off. They did a really good job with it, but clearly they didn't do everything. And the reason I bring it up is because there was actually a... yeah, we can't get up there. There was a... on PS4, at least, there was a celebration just a few weeks ago. And someone who was going through the game during the celebration showed that the Serious Handler actually had special dialogue for when... oh, look, they're watching us again. But the Serious Handler had special dialogue for when she was your handler and you went into stuff for the Celebration Fest. Or the Seasonal Festival, or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what I called it a moment ago. And so that was kind of cool, and I was like, oh, wow, they actually made sure that even in times like that, she had lines recorded so that if you had her with you, you got her talking because, you know, your normal handler wasn't there to talk for you, or to talk, your normal handler wasn't there to say the lines, so they made sure the Serious Handler said those lines. So that's why it's a little upsetting there, is that they do it for a season festival, but they didn't do it for when you had the Serious Handler and find a new camp spot. I don't know. Not a big deal, but a little disappointing. It's like the minorest thing. It's not really something to be upset about. I just find it surprising, I guess. Alright, let's head back. Added Snowmelt Snifter to the ingredient list for delivering Moonlight Ice Blooms. I meant to check if we had an upsurge, but seeing as we can't even get to some of the map yet, there's not really a point in worrying about it.
I'm just glad to be of help. Shall we return to Celiana?
Yes, we shall. Which probably will be a cutscene, right?
Welcome back.
Welcome back, and hey, nice work back east. Your handler's been using bliss bills to send me updates. Sounds like they came across a Barioth prowling about while investigating that shipwreck. Here, I'll read you her report. Look at how nice her handwriting is. Anyway. Investigated wrecked vessel and environs with First Fleet handler. Survey interrupted by Barioth, reporting as per protocol. We'll shelter until safe, then continue work. Our return will be delayed, but everything is under control. I'm sure they're fine, right? Yeah, of course they are, but to be on the safe side,
Have a minute?
I'm going to ask you to take care of that Barioth. Their camp will only provide so much cover after all. Camping out in the cold has its limits. Make sure to come on back before anything bad happens. I think I read something wrong there because...
The weather report states that the hinterlands is due for a blizzard soon. If we're going to find them, we had best hurry.
And that's fine. We'll go out there in the next video. But it was our handler that was sending the report, I believe he said. But then she said First Fleet Handler. Wouldn't it be the First Fleet Tracker? Maybe the Tracker was a handler at some point? I don't know. Maybe I read it wrong. I could have read the wrong word. If I did, I'm sorry. I probably won't check it in post because it's not that big of a deal. But, I don't know. It read weird to me if I did read it correctly. Alright, let's do this last bit of dialogue and then I'm going to end the video. Meowster, have you ever been rocked by the urge to hang a portrait of the Wildspire Waste up in your room? Then I have a fabulous opportunity for you. I've arranged a mutually beneficial deal with the Resource Center. You deliver the items they're asking for and they'll provide you with an orchestra of ochre. I'm certain it'll be a Meowster piece worthy of display. Alright, so that's just a new delivery request. Meowster, have you ever been tickled by the temptation to hang a portrait of the Coral Highlands up in your room? Then I have a meow-standing opportunity for you. I've worked out a sweetheart of a deal with the Resource Center. If you procure the items they're asking for, they'll whip you up a real Rhapsody in Blue. I'm certain it'll be a Meowster piece worthy of display. Alright, so there's another one. Alright, that's all his. Is there anything? Oh yeah, I want to see what our request is for that camp. Some new subspecies were discovered on the other side, no? I hope Monsieur Director is remembering to get some sleep. Let's hear your report as soon as you've managed to thaw out. Complete deliveries. Alright, setting up camp, Hoarfrost Reach 1. Toby Kadachi Membrane Plus. Okay. This spot offers some nice shelter against the wind, so it's perfect for setting up camp. You know what to do, Mana Tweel. Alright. I'll have to do that later. Alright, so I think that's everything for now. So in the next video, we're going to go and take on that Barioth to continue moving the story forward. And I'm not sure. We'll probably just continue story stuff after that for now. At some point, we're really going to have to buckle down and do some Master Rank armor, but I'm not sure what I want to get first or what I really want to focus on. So we'll figure that out when we get there. However, thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. You can also subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell icon to get email updates when I upload new videos. And of course, you can leave any comments or suggestions in the area below the video. However, that is all I have for you today, so thank you so much for watching. And as usual, this is Xephyr, signing out.